Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Lion.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. ETN up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Taking it about the 16. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. But, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they, too, were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night, 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back,
touchdown, Detroit!
Brian Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Jags offensive receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis. So to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Easy, easy,
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulent.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nick Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Goff. Thomas brings it in. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
4 now. Shell. What's up?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
2nd down and 4.
6 and 24. Silver.
Here's Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Hey, Ron. Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw again.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go, 52.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. It's a throw again as Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
The final shot before break here. Goff.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So thanks to the late.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Goff now looking to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Goff.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jalen Waddle.
51 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call
Personal
tacked
foul.
on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Troy Anderson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
24.
Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Really in a hole here. 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Lawrence will throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Lions offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He's into space past the 25. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibbs again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Goff now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguar.
Lawrence. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A short throw there to Strange.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Now 2nd and 4.
Rip, 23.
Pressure on its way. Here's Lawrence. He gets that one complete to Wicks.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. And
now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Again, it's Lawrence. St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey.
Back to throw again.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Third down and 10.
Goff now to throw.
That is caught.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Detroit, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now.